Most home businesses fail for two reasons: inventory and quotas. If you've ever been pressured to buy more than you need just to qualify, or told you had to hit an unrealistic monthly number just to stay active, you know how discouraging that can be. Instead of building freedom, you end up with shelves of products collecting dust and a business that feels like a burden. Let's start with inventory. For decades, many companies have followed the same pattern. They convince new recruits to buy a large starter kit. Then they encourage you to keep purchasing more and more so you can reach the next rank or earn a bonus. And if you don't, you're told you're not serious about the business. But here's the reality. Every time you spend money on products you didn't really need, you're not building income, you're losing it. The inventory trap creates financial stress, but it also creates emotional stress. Imagine looking at a closet full of unsold items, knowing you spent hundreds or even thousands of dollars just to stay in the game. That doesn't feel like business ownership, it feels like debt. And sadly, many women leave those experiences feeling like they weren't cut out for it, when in truth, the model itself was flawed. The second issue is quotas. On the surface, they sound logical: a minimum order to keep your account active. But in practice, quotas can quickly turn into pressure. You're told you must hit a number, whether it matches your family's budget or not. And when the month comes to an end, many women end up placing an order they didn't want or need, just to avoid losing their status. That's not empowerment. That's a system that punishes instead of supports. Now, here's where the education comes in. If you're ever evaluating a side hustle, there are 3 questions I encourage you to ask. First, does this model require me to buy and hold inventory? If the answer is yes, be careful. You should never be the warehouse. Second, does the company rely on quotas that push me to buy things I don't need? If the answer is yes, that's a red flag. Third, does the business connect to products my family already buys every single month? If the answer is yes, that's a good sign. Let me expand on that third point for a moment. Think about your monthly shopping list: toothpaste, vitamins, shampoo, laundry detergent, cleaners. These are not optional purchases. They're essentials. Whether the economy is up or down, families will always budget for those basics. So if a business model is tied to those items, it's much more resilient than one tied to trendy products that people only buy once. Here's the beauty of this principle. When you work with essentials, you don't have to pressure people. You're not trying to convince anyone to buy something they don't want. Instead, you're offering a smarter way to get what they already use. And when they see the quality and value, they keep coming back on their own. Let's compare that to the traditional model again. In an inventory-heavy system, your business depends on you buying and storing products, hoping you'll sell them. In a quota-driven system, your business depends on you buying things at the end of the month to keep your status. In both cases, the company benefits, but you carry all the risk. That's not fair. In a healthier model, you're not pressured to buy excessive inventory or hit unrealistic quotas. Members simply shop monthly for products they already use, like toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo, and supplements. It's money they're already spending, just spent smarter. That predictability makes the system work, without the stress of carrying inventory or buying product just to stay qualified. Let me paint a picture. Imagine running a business where you never have to buy unwanted products just to stay active. You never have to clear space in your garage for stacks of boxes. And you never have to spend money at the end of the month just to hit an arbitrary number. Instead, your customers place their own orders, their products ship directly to them, and you're free to focus on helping people rather than meeting quotas. That's what freedom looks like in a home business. This is why so many women are searching for alternatives to traditional MLMs. They're tired of carrying the financial burden. They're tired of the pressure. And honestly, they're tired of businesses that feel more like a trap than an opportunity. Now, maybe you're thinking, that sounds good, but does something like that really exist? The answer is yes. There are companies designed around everyday essentials, repeat orders, and direct shipping, without the burden of inventory or quotas. When you find one of those, the difference is like night and day. You go from feeling pressured to feeling empowered. You go from spending money you don't have to saving money on products you already use. And instead of dreading the end of the month, you look forward to the steady growth of a business that actually makes sense. So if you've ever been burned by inventory requirements or quota pressure, know this: it doesn't have to be that way. A business should serve you, not stress you. It should fit into your life, not take it over, and it should never leave you wondering how you're going to explain to your spouse why another box of unsold product just arrived. If you'd like to see what this looks like in practice, I'd love to invite you to my free class. It's called the Quiet Income Method. In it, I break down exactly how a business can thrive without inventory, without quotas, and without the traps that cause so many women to burn out. You'll see how an invitation-only model built on everyday essentials is changing the way women build income from home. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. Because at the end of the day, a business should feel like freedom, not frustration. And when you take away inventory and quotas, you finally create the space to build something sustainable,